RPG for You and Me presents a special Patreon miniseries. Welcome to Silica Valley. All right, here we go, she says, looking down from the top of the cliff.
Okay, so you are triggering them to start their combat before the people surround you, is that right?
Yeah, to get into position and try and hopefully get the drop on what's going on and cut off their ability to communicate what's going on with them in the turret.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Okay, so you guys, if you are descending, are you trying to do it stealthily?
Yes.
Okay, then I am going to need you to make a stealth. Graji will freely tell you that Claxby is not going to be very quiet. So if you're including Claxby in this, he can certainly roll, but he's not a wild card, and he's got a D4 stealth. So they're probably going to hear a giant scorpion skittering down the rocks.
Potentially.
I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but Graji will freely tell you this.
We'll have Claxby as backup.
Okay.
Well, also the thing about that is if it's perceived as a wild animal attack, it's a little bit different than if you saw someone riding on the back of this thing as it's approaching.
That's very true, and that's completely valid. I'm just trying to do my due diligence as the GM to make you guys understand that these are logical things that would be pointed out to you beforehand, but your point is also excellent. Like, they might just see it as a wild animal.
I think I want to leave Claxby out of this until she needs to bust some heads.
Okay. So you begin to descend. Graji activates his ability and just disappears down into the rock. He basically just dives headfirst into it, and it ripples like water as he tunnels his way down. It leaves behind that little sunken sinkhole divot where he disappeared.
Nice.
And you can't hear anything, like you can't detect him in any way there. But you begin descending.
With my cloak.
With your cloak, I would like for you to make me a stealth roll, please.
Okay. What is my plus for my cloak?
It's +1 if you're moving. If you're stationary, it gives you a +2 to stealth.
Bad.
Ooh.
The dice are not kind to me today overall. It's a 6.
Okay.
But what if I bennied it one more time?
It's up to you.
How many bennies do you have left?
Just a 1.
You're about to go into combat with 1 benny?
Or I could go in with no bennies.
That's the it seems to be the worst option of the two.
Alright, I'll stay.
Okay. Alright, would somebody like to roll for Graji, since he's being allied to you in this circumstance?
Oh, I'll roll for him.
Okay, he's gonna have a D6 stealth here.
Is he a wild card? No.
He is gonna be treated as a wild card. I think he's earned that status.
4.
4, okay. Alright, so the bad news is, of the 2 guys that are in this perch, one of them blew up his D8 into a 7, so he rolled a 15.
Damn!
So he sees both of you guys. The other one rolled a 5, so he does not see Sia. What did you say, Graji got a 4?
A 4, yeah.
He got a 4, okay, so he also detects Graji.
Does Graji get, like, cover bonus for being in the rock?
Mechanically, it does not cover that. This is the burrow power, so he's got the burrow power.
Okay.
Yeah, so they can attempt to surprise a foe by making an opposed stealth versus notice. If the burrow wins, they're vulnerable to them only, and with a raise, they get the drop. Unfortunately, in this case, because they both detected him, he's not going to get any bonus to his initial attack. So
okay.
The surprise fails for Graji, and one of them does detect you.
Oh. Does, like, across the ceiling of where they're, like, perched at, you get, like, that Bugs Bunny, like, jet out of, like, broken earth as he comes around, so it's like, wait.
I'm going to say that the very watchful one is probably the one that is not actually on the gun turret, because they're the lookout, and the one on the gun turret is the one that did not as well.
Mm.
So I am going to start the initiative rolls here if you guys are descending.
Yarp.
All right. So, Set, I am going to include you in this initiative order, as well as the people who are going to be approaching you as well, just depending on when things occur.
Yeah.
Set, you get the Queen of Hearts. Sia, 8 of Hearts. And I'm going to have Ray just act on Set's card, because they're in the same vehicle right now. That
Okay.
makes sense to me.
Yeah, they're allies and all that.
Garaji, a 9 of Hearts. A lot of hearts here. Goons, 2 of Clubs. Bad. And Unknown, King of Clubs.
Hmm.
So the King of Clubs, that actually means that the people surrounding Set are the ones who show up first. So that's going to be the first thing that activates here.
Actually, I'd like to use my adventure card.
Okay.
It Seize the Day. The character acts as if his action card is a joker this round. Text is out of my way.
All right. You may. So Joker, you get a +2 to everything you do, including damage.
Cool.
But it says it acts as though you have a Joker. Take a Benny back. You guys can both get a Benny.
Ooh, thank you.
I don't know if that's how it is, but I feel like we had this one recently, and that's what we did then too. So, Sia, you're the Joker. You got the Joker.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to paralyze both of these people so Graji can come out of the rock and then beam them possibly to death.
Okay. So you're multi-actioning.
Yes.
And you're going to be attacking both of them once.
Yes, I'm also wild attacking.
Excellent.
Can you factor out those bonuses for me?
Yeah, so you get a +2 from your Joker, which cancels out the multi-action, and you get a further +2 from wild attacking. So you're at a net +2 on both of your fighting rolls here.
+3 on account of my +1 I got for some reason.
You have the edge for martial artist, I think.
That's true. And I have first strike. That's not. I have sweep. Does that count with my paralyzed tail?
It does. So sweep lets you make one roll against everybody in there. So if you did that, you wouldn't need to multi-action. And when you sweep, you can't combine it with. Let me see if you can wild attack, because I know it says there are certain things you can't do when you're sweeping. Like you can't multi-attack to sweep. It's your action. Let's see here. Sweep allows a character to make a single fighting attack and apply it against all targets in their reach at a -2 penalty, resolve damage equally. So because there's only 2 of them, it's the same as multi-attacking. So because you're attacking 2 people, if you would take a -2, it's the same as multi-attacking 2 people at a -2.
Okay.
So same thing, but yes, you can flavor it as a sweep if you'd like.
I would like to, because it's my edge. All right, I'm going to roll my fighting +3, but I'm going to roll it twice.
Yes.
Blew up my 6 into a 6 into a 3, so that's 18.
Hit with a raise on one of them.
Yes.
How about the other one?
The other one is 6 again into a 4. That's
Yes.
13.
And also, don't forget your wild attacking, so you do get your...
Oh, I already added that in.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because I rolled a 10, got a 13.
So you're going to hit both with a raise.
Yes. Have those chubs roll vigor.
Do you want to roll your damage?
I do, but no, that was for my paralysis, I said.
Well, so doesn't that activate if you hit them with an attack?
It's a touch attack, unless you want me to roll it into my regular attacks,
well, I mean, if you're doing a touch attack, then that's... Okay, that's fine. Okay, let me
Do you
see.
still want me to roll damage?
I thought you were saying you were, trying to damage them.
No, I wanted to paralyze them.
Okay. Well, so your paralysis poison still goes off when you're fighting.
Does it?
You can just choose to make a touch attack to, do it easier, basically.
Oh my god. I've
if you do the touch
misunderstood
attack,
my
you get
character for this many sessions. Wow.
2.
Yeah, touch attack gives you +2, so it's similar to wild attack, but wild attack makes you vulnerable, but wild attack is intending on dealing damage rather than just touching.
Okay. So I'm damaging and paralyzing them potentially?
If you want to.
Yeah,
if you're trying
why wouldn't I want to? That's dope.
If you're trying to non-lethally take them out, then you could do that.
I think right now Sia just doesn't want her other friends to die.
Okay. Then
So-
roll damage with your raises.
Oh my god. So how much damage is that? My tail strength plus d6. That's this plus another d6 'cause it's a raise?
Sounds right.
Oh my god. Dirty. Well, these 2 blew up, so that's 12. Can you keep track?
Yep.
14. Oh my god, she just killed a man. Plus
Is that the first
11.
person she's killed.
25.
You
26
incapacitate.
damage
26
on...
plus 2 from your wild attack.
Jesus Christ,
So
28 damage.
That guy's definitely dead.
Oh god, she's gonna have to cope with that later.
Okay, how about number 2?
Yeah. Still probably dead. That's a 14 plus 2
Yeah.
is, dead.
Yeah, so you
16.
take both of these guys out immediately.
Oh my god. What? No, she doesn't want them to fall off. That'd be fucked, right?
So, this is your attack. You tell me what happens.
But I don't want them to be aware that something's going on up here.
Sure, if they fall off, that would probably tip somebody.
Probably tip somebody. I think maybe she sees them rounding and, like, their eyes sharpening in her direction, and maybe they're trying to swivel the gun around, and she just does, like, a leaping pirouette spin and cracks her tail into both of their heads as she goes, and just hears a crack, and it's their necks.
Oh, nasty.
Because she's normally not jumping off of a thing and hitting somebody. Like, she was just intending to, hurt them a little. But it turns out she's a death-dealing machine.
You're a martial artist, right?
Yes.
Can you choose to do non-lethal? Like, can you just knock him out? Like, would that be in line with your character's goals?
If you're attempting to do non-lethal damage, I believe you can do that, and you just take a penalty to your attacking. So I don't know that you... I guess you could still wild attack and do it, because it just makes you vulnerable, but let me see here.
Yeah, I'm just like... I mean, you can kill these characters, cool, but also that might not be, like, mechanically required.
Let's see here. Non-lethal damage. A character who wants to beat someone up without killing them can choose to do non-lethal. Requires them to use only their fists or a blunt weapon. They cause wounds as usual. Blah, blah, blah. So I guess that you only incur a penalty if you are using, like, an edged weapon that would be... you use an edged weapon, you're trying to do something lethal. So because this is your blunt tail, you could do it at no penalty. So if you want this to be non-lethal, it can be. That's up to you, though.
No, I think she kills these guys.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool.
Good to know. We see, like, a horror movie shot from Sia's perspective as she is, like, going down the cliff face, and you emerge from the fog, and you see these two guys just partially covered in this green foliage that they've cut off and stuck up here. One of them is standing next to the turret. He's got his hands on it because they know somebody's here now, so they're paying attention, and his friend is lounging in a chair, but hears the rocks sort of tumbling from up above, and maybe some of them clatter down, and he turns and sees you, and he's about to, scream that somebody's there, but that's when you get the drop on them and knock them both unconscious. And it's still your turn, so that's your action. If there's anything else that you want to do as, like, a free interaction, you're welcome to.
I think she's just taken aback. I don't think she knows that she killed these guys yet.
So end of turn?
I think so. I think maybe she has a hand on the turret to make sure, like, she can see how it swivels, but that's about it. She just whispers, "Coin purse!" into her radio.
Nice. Okay, next up are the people closing in on Set. So from around the trees, you can hear the thundering of hoofbeats. 2 people riding Sarachoris show up on the north end, and 2 show up on the south end. They keep general distance, and they keep you surrounded as they make their way in. One of them gets a little bit closer to you, and you can just see them at the edge of the fog. From where you are right now, because they haven't gotten too much closer, they're like a rotund, squat form up on the back of their Sarachoris. And they address you.
"Oh, good afternoon, traveler. We don't often see folks come through here. Is there anything I might be able to help you with?"
Just saw the downed helicopter and from a distance and wanted to make sure everything was all right, I guess.
"Oh, yes. It's been here for some time."
Yeah, it looks like it. From the distance, I couldn't tell.
"Nothing of value to be found here, I'm afraid."
And I'll say that's his turn in the initiative order. Next up is your turn. Set.
Yeah, then I am going to activate darkness with my sand cloud.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that.
Spin to Benny.
Alrighty.
Oh man. Spin to Benny.
Oh no. Fingers crossed.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
A 5.
Okay, that is a success, so you will get off your basic success, which adds a -4 sight penalty, I think.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And like I said, I said I was continuing to keep my dark vision going from this morning because of the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a basic success as well. And I think since we've been traveling through it and he's uneasy about it, it would continue. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So I said it took an hour or two to get here. If you want to pay 2 more power points to keep it up, that's perfectly fine.
It's an hour of rest. So it basically would, like, every hour just reduce my power points by 1 point for every hour that I'm not doing anything and regaining power points. So
the hitch there is if you are concentrating on a power, you are not at rest.
Okay,
so
cool.
if you're
Then
keeping
I
a
will-
power up, then you can't regain it. But you could have been at rest during that time and then activated it before getting here. It's reasonable to me as well.
Okay, then yeah, maybe that. Because the plan was to put up the sand cloud, so... would you like me to make a roll for that from before we got into it? To make sure that...
Yeah, if you let it drop, roll to reactivate it, and then we'll start. We'll assume that you were at full power points when you got to the clearing, and then just make your rolls from there.
Okay, so that cost me 2 power points for me to activate for myself, and I probably would target Ray as well because we're both going to be in this darkness.
He would have a heck of a time hitting anything with a gun if he can't see.
Yeah,
Frey's like, holy shit.
I rolled a 7 on the dice, but it took me 2 rolls to activate, so that means the first time I tried to activate it earlier, it would have cost me 1 power point, and then so it cost me 3 power points total to activate it.
That sounds correct. Yep.
And so...
Oh, we were gonna have Ray mind link so he could link all of us up so we wouldn't have to use comms. Look at us fools!
But his mind link...
I forgot.
What's the range on mind link?
It's a mile with a basic success and 5 miles with a raise.
Okay.
So yeah,
pretty substantial.
If we want to retroactively have Ray do some rolls for that, that's fine.
I mean, we're already in it, you know.
Yes.
What if Ray didn't bring it up and we were just using radio? He's just like, fine.
This idiot.
Yeah, he wasn't oh, by the way, I could do this. Okay, let me adjust my power points. So I had 15 minus 3. So that puts me at 12. And then Sand Cloud is another one. So I'm at 11 power points currently. I activate my power and the Sand Cloud just like bellows up around the truck. I'm going to cast it on my trusty spear once again. In fact, I think I'm going to keep that going as what I cast it on, generally thematically. But yeah, so technically it's centered on my spear, but my spear is like next to me in the truck.
Yeah. I assume that you're holding your spear unless, there's a reason that you wouldn't be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not holding it, but it's like, like propped up maybe just to the side of me, like where I could grab it and all that.
It's adjacent to you. It's close enough that it's essentially the same as you holding it.
The dirt and the sand just jets upward around the truck, and it darkens the area as they're around me.
Awesome.
And then I will drive as a free action?
Yeah, if you want to start moving, you're welcome to do that.
Yeah, basically I explode this thing and I start falling back. Did I hear the coin purse on the radio, though?
If you have your radio set to that and you're listening.
I would have probably been listening for that, but she said she whispered it.
Yeah.
If you'd like to have to make a notice, then that's fine, yeah.
I think that would be fun. To, have to notice if it's gone off or not yet. I got a 1 and a 3.
Ooh.
And I am not re-rolling that.
Nice.
So I did not hear it.
Excellent.
Over the conversation that just happened.
Whoops.
All right, and which direction generally are you going with the vehicle?
I'm going to drive towards the cliff with the gun on it.
Okay, so you're heading to the southern end.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Falling back. Oh, Ray goes on my turn, right?
I'm sorry, yes, Ray does go on your turn, so if you want Ray to be doing anything right now, he can.
Nice.
Otherwise, I assume you gave him, hold your fire until I tell you type directions.
Could he do suppressive fire?
Absolutely, that's a great idea. So I know it works by placing a burst template and then making a shooting roll. Let's see here. Suppressive fire works with a rapid firing weapon, turns it into an area of effect. It uses 3 times the number of bullets. I'm not going to be too worried about that during the encounter here. That'll probably be something we just track independently, and you'll have to find some occasionally. So you place a medium blast template on the tabletop and make a shooting roll. A single shooting die regardless of rate of fire. You figure range, illumination, recoil, etc. as usual to the center. So I'm going to say there's probably a 2-point vision penalty just for how foggy it is, but that does not stack with your darkness, which is 4, so that's better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who do you want him to suppress with his suppressing fire? I would say he can hit 2 of them. There's the 2 on the northern end, and then there's the 2 on the southern end, which included the one who was talking to you.
Well, since we're falling back, I would want to suppress the people that could be pursuing. Actually, the people in front of us, because I'm trying to drive past them.
Gotcha. Makes sense here. Let's see, Ray is not a very shooty boy. I don't even know if I wrote down shooting for him. He's got at least a D4, I think, because he was, an AleraCorp agent.
Yeah, like a soldier.
Yeah. Let's give him a D6 because he is a professional soldier. That makes sense to me. If you would like to roll for Ray's shooting.
Yeah, just 1d6?
1d6, yep. And you gave him your dark vision, so he is not penalized by the fog.
He gets a 3.
A 3 is not going to be sufficient. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, so he needed a success to make them distracted, so he missed that mark. So he's going to be shooting, but I think it just means that either his skill is not sufficient to aim it where it needs to go, or else something else. Also, because the vehicle is now in motion, I would normally give unstable platform, but this is an anchored gun, so I feel like that ignores it, you know? It's a fixed thing.
We established it has only a -1 instead of a -2 because
Gotcha.
it is stabilized.
So it would have been a 2, which is still not enough, but yeah, so Ray just starts unloading. The relative quiet of this clearing is just shredded by the sound of loud, cacophonous gunfire that echoes off the trees and bounces off the cliff face. So you're just in a bubble of loud noise.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And that certainly sets everyone to action. It is now the goons' turns. So the 2 on the northern side are going to immediately try to pursue and close with you guys. Graji bursts out of the ground on the outcropping next to Sia. He's got his spear in hand and, pops up in a fighting stance ready to go at whoever's here, and then sees that they are both already unconscious and you're standing there sort of floundering, holding the radio.
Yep.
And he looks impressed and nods to you and points at the gun turret and says, "Gun!"
Yes!
He looks expectantly at you.
Shooting?
Shocker, so does Graji.
That's her turn. Well, that's his turn.
Graji uses a spear, not a gun.
Well.
Well.
How about Claxby?
Claxby is not yet in the initiative order.
But Claxby does have a D12 shooting, I would assume.
Well, he's got a water jet that he can shoot.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The trick is it uses athletics, though, because it's a natural weapon, so...
It just, the scorpion climbs up into the chair, sits down, and like claw on each
Nice.
of the...
So that is Graji's turn here, and then finally we come to the extra mooks. So, mounted combat, the mount acts on the same turn as the rider. Usually the mount doesn't get like a separate action unless it's something that's in line with what they're doing. So like if they charge and there's somebody in front of them, the mount can still make an attack because they're charging at the enemy. The first 2 that are coming from the north end immediately bear down on you and close the distance because they're purposefully close enough that they'd be able to do that, and I don't think your vehicle's been able to get up enough steam that it would be able to easily outpace them. So the riders, cry out and dig their heels in to spur their steeds onward. You see that they are both flailing. It looks like sort of a mallet above their head, almost like a polo stick, as they're going, and they're holding it aloft and, ready to bring it down in a sweeping motion. But as they go, both of their Sarachoris begin to trumpet sounds that are aimed in your direction. One of them is a very low reverberation, and the other is a comparatively higher pitch. So, first of all, one of them is going to use the sound power as a test against you, because I learned that that's a thing.
What?
Yeah, the sound power, you can purposefully choose to use it as a test.
Really?
If used as a test, the defender opposes the casting roll with smarts. So, that's not good. I'm betting that. 5. So if you could contest with your smarts, Ray will as well.
I got a 4.
A 4. Okay, so he is going to make you distracted.
Okay.
Which gives you a -2 penalty to everything you're doing until the end of your next turn. Ray got a 4, blew up into a 3, so Ray got a 7, so he's not affected by that one.
Ooh.
Nice job.
And then the other one got a 1, which I'll stick with, so that has no effect. So they get closer, and they're just on either side of the vehicle, just blasting noise at both of you guys, and it digs into your skull. It makes it almost like your eyeballs are vibrating. It makes it very hard to concentrate or focus on what you're doing.
Oh man, it reminds me of like being at a concert and walking right in front of an amp that's just pounding, and I've literally walked in front of an amplifier and got lightheaded before, just like, vroom, like ugh.
Yeah, that definitely sounds appropriate here.
Yeah.
Sounds appropriate.
Sounds appropriate. The third mook is he directs his Saracorus to charge the vehicle, and he's going to try to ram you and smash it from the side. So fighting against the vehicle probably has a parry of 2. So 5, no success, and it's going to just try to smash you with its horn. Oh, that blows up. Whoops. 5. 11 total damage to your vehicle.
The vehicle's toughness is 11, with 2 of that being armor.
Okay, so it meets that. It got exactly 11. There is no armor piercing here. It might take a wound from this. Let's see here. Vehicles cannot be shaken, but if damage equals or exceeds their toughness, whether they take a wound or not, the driver must make a maneuvering roll or go out of control.
Okay, so maneuvering roll at a -2.
That's right, because you're distracted.
Distracted. Yep. Okay. I got a 4.
Okay, so you are not out of control.
-2.
Oh, no.
-2. So, yeah, that's a 2. And I can't spend a Benny because I'm not an ace. Or can I spend a Benny on my driving?
You can spend a Benny on your out of control roll. You just can't spend a Benny to soak the wound.
Soak it. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Both of them blow up.
Yeah.
To an 11 total.
Awesome. Okay, so you take no penalty from going out of control. Let's see, it says each raise causes a wound and 1 roll on the vehicle critical hits table. I don't think this 1 wound would not trigger that, it seems like.
I mean, it met my toughness, so it would quote-unquote shake me. But it doesn't give me a wound.
So, for vehicles specifically, it says vehicles cannot be shaken, but if damage equals or exceeds their toughness. Oh, so it still follows the same wound rules, like it needs to get a raise to get a wound. It just isn't shaken. So there's no other negative effects.
The shaking is captured by going out.
Yes, wonderful. Okay, I think I might have been doing that wrong up until now, so that's good to know. Okay. So yeah, this thing charges forward, blaring its horn. You just sound coming from every direction now. Smashes into the side of the Jeep, maybe rocks it briefly up onto 2 wheels before it smashes back down. How do you keep control of the vehicle?
I'm like dazed, and then when it smacks into me, that daze from the sound blasting into my head just goes away for a split moment, and maybe it rears up onto 2 wheels, and I jerk the wheel over real hard, and that front wheel jerking over drops the center of gravity back down, and then I glance in the rearview mirror and I start like pulling away, cranking the wheel back to get back on track.
All right, that is the end of the round. I am not going to shuffle because you played the card to act like you had a joker, but you didn't actually draw a joker. So
true. Yes,
no
correct.
shuffling. All right, set 3 of spades. See ya. King of spades.
My goodness.
Graji, joker.
Does that mean we get bennies too?
Goons. I think it does, because you got him to be cooperative with your bennies, or with your adventure cards, so he is friendly now.
Currently an ally. Friendly.
Yeah. All right. So goons get a 9 of clubs, and their leader gets a joker.
What?
I drew both Jokers. I don't know if I've ever drawn...
I don't think you have.
I don't think I've physically drawn it. I think we've had it in Rippers.
Maybe.
I think on Roll20 we've had both Jokers.
Maybe.
Okay, so I get a Benny back. Yay.
Well.
There's my GM Bennies. I need my wildcard Bennies. Spoilers. He's a wildcard.
Damn.
I know. Oh, gasp. I can't tell which one of these is which, so would you guys like Garaji to go before their mysterious leader?
Yeah. I think so. Unless he's gonna do something really cool.
You don't know.
What do you think?
I want our side to go first.
So he's up there with you at the gun turret. You can direct, like, you guys are controlling him out of character right now. So
Right.
have him do whatever you want, but he is far enough away that he would not be able to immediately close with the enemies on the ground.
Ooh, can we have Garaji firing the turret like into the air, shouting the name of the leader as a test to distract him or make him vulnerable?
If that is what you guys would like to do, you can certainly test him that way,
I
or
think
you
that'd
can
be cool.
have him try to do the suppressive fire. But yeah, I mean,
Just trying to call out the leader would be... that's actually really dramatic.
It's very dramatic.
I like it.
He like fires into the air, screaming at the top of his lungs and just like pointing down, challenging.
I think that's probably more of an intimidate than
Yeah.
a taunt. And I didn't have that listed on his. I think he's got at least a D6 intimidate.
Now,
Yeah, based on how he
his
is.
whole deal.
So go ahead and, man, that's even good because calling him out by name is pretty substantial. So go ahead and roll his D6 for intimidate. Give him +2 from the Joker draw and give him another +1 for circumstance.
So +3 overall.
+3 overall. Yep.
D6 plus. That's a 6.
All right.
Does he have a Benny? Because he's a buddy.
He is a buddy, so he just drew a Joker. So yeah, he can have a Benny if you want to retry
I'm
it.
gonna have him retry that. I just want to see if he gets better than a 3.
So buddy bennies, each of your buddies has 2 bennies.
8.
8. Okay.
Better.
Rolling against. I got 2 5s. I think I'll stick with that. That's cool. Like, see, he didn't get with a raise, but he got a success. So this guy's going to be shaken. Oh no, not shaken. He's going to be either distracted or vulnerable. Do you want him to be distracted or vulnerable?
What do you think, Chase?
To me, it feels like a distraction to have happen to him. Even though vulnerable might make it better for us, I think he's distracted. His attention has been drawn up to the cliff where he sees this person that he may or may not have some history with.
When Garaji sees that you also don't really intend on taking the gun turret into your hands, he grabs it and swivels it in the general direction that everything is happening there. Holding it with both hands, just bellows out, and he goes, Chikaru! And then just and lets out there. And maybe shouts the name 2 or 3 times, making sure that he's not shooting while he does it.
It's very dramatic. It's very cool.
Sort of like a Kaneda in Akira moment, or Warriors come out to play. Well, that is Garaji's turn, so he is done. And next up is Chikaro, who is the mysterious stranger riding the Saracoris. He whacks his steed, spurs it to motion, and starts closing the gap with you. And as he gets closer, you can, make out his details a lot more. He is a Karnak. He is a build frog. A very stocky frame. He's in the frog squat posture on his mount, so he's kind of like riding it side saddle as a frog.
Yeah.
In his right hand, and also almost very nearly dragging on the ground, he is holding what looks like a greatsword that is made out of the propeller blades from the helicopter.
Cool.
Dang, that's fucking cool.
So he's got that
Super cool,
his
but
other
super
hand,
scary.
Yeah. He has, like, no neck at all. He is just, hunched over his build face. He's got large, bulbous black eyes with, like, a grimy brown yellow that is also the color of his skin and scale patterning. Mm-hmm. And you note that he is wearing a Cavalis Ray cloak that is fluttering in the breeze behind him.
Fuckers.
Slightly changing in time with the colors behind it. And he is distracted, so you see him whip up and behind him as the gun turret starts to fire and he hears his name called, but he still spurs the steed after you. He gets up alongside you guys, and he is going to leap from the back of his mount onto the Jeep, and he's going to try to hit you with his sword.
Oh, this guy's cool.
But
he's
does Ray have
distracted.
first contact?
Does
First
he?
strike?
He does not have. He does not have first strike,
That's
which
it.
also would not apply to his gun.
I just imagine it'd be funny. Like, this guy jumps and he just like drops his hand and just tries to sock him midair. But okay, cool. That is really cool.
All right, so he pulls up beside you. He is distracted, so he gets a -2. He has a Joker, which negates the -2. He's doing a leaping wild attack
In darkness?
into the darkness. So yes, he does not have any kind of vision. So what actually happens is, as you guys are peeling off by the trees, he opens his mouth and a long tongue shoots out and wraps itself around a branch, which then wrenches him up into the air, and he springs with his legs at the same time. And as he's flying through the air, he brings his greatsword with him in sort of a bladed arc that he tries to bring down onto the driver's seat to target you specifically. One of his Karnic background things is the appendage for the tongue, and the other one is the improved version of Leaper, which means he can jump twice as far, and he gets a slight bonus when he wild attacks while jumping. So, I'm on your side here, but I'm trying to make this challenging.
Oh yeah. This is
I like your plan.
Challenge
You guys have done quite a good plan here, and it's gone very well, so let's see here. And what is your... Oh my god, he crit failed. So
what you need to know about
I was gonna ask your parry, but as he crit failed, it does not matter. Wow, that works out very well. So crit fail, mechanically, it just means that his attack does not connect. I don't know that I'm gonna further penalize him by like making him fall off the thing or lose his sword or anything like that.
What if he's like holding on to just the roll cage and he has to pull himself up next round?
That's cool. I like that.
Like, he doesn't have footing.
Gotcha. I think that's cool and also stays in line with being distracted. So he leaps through the air. Maybe another one of those gun reports flashes out over the clearing and distracts him further, and he mistimes his jump so that the blade bites into the side of the metal and sort of anchors him there, and he's able to get one hand up on the roll cage. As his tongue is sliding back into his mouth, he shoots it out again, also under the roll cage, just to anchor himself. But that will be his turn. Wow.
Yeah.
Big whoops on his end.
Does he say anything?
Well, his mouth is full, but...
True.
Yeah. Alright, so that'll be his turn. It is now Sia's turn.
Sia is going to start slinging at people she can see, if there is anybody.
I mean, yeah, you can see all of them down there. This is going to be at range for you, though. You are not close enough where a sling is going to be able to effectively.
Really? Dang, it's ranged.
You can use it, but you're at least going to be at medium range. What's the range? Is it 4, 8, 16?
I did this. It's not listed here.
I think its sling was 4, 8, 16.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to go with. I'd say this could be at 8. So you'd be at a -2 for that and a -2 because of the fog.
So -4 overall. I have infravision.
That will allow you to have those penalties, so it would go from 4 to 2.
Okay.
Well, no, it would be from 2 to 1, so you'd be at a -3 instead of a -4.
That's acceptable. I'll give it a shot. I am going to try and sling at the main guy that I saw just jump onto a car.
Okay, yeah,
So I'm going to sling at him.
go for it.
He's in a cloud of darkness.
Yeah, so you will actually be at a greater penalty.
Oh my god. Well, then I'm going to hit somebody else.
So that's a 4-pointer, but you'd have that to 2, so you'd basically be at a -4 instead of a -3. So slightly harder, but
Slightly harder, bigger payoff, though.
potentially.
Okay, I'm going to roll my athletics. I want to hit him. I'm going to try.
Go for it.
But what if I bennied it?
But what if you bennied it?
Might be a good time for you to try that.
I'm going to benny one more time.
Oh
So
my.
I think it would be cool.
Is that your last Benny?
No.
It's not.
No.
You're doing quite well.
Nope. Nope, doesn't go off. She slings a rock. It hits a fucking tree. And she's like, shit! And she starts to scuttle down the wall and says, keep on the turret!
Yeah, I think you can definitely make it to the ground here. That's not a problem, and probably a little bit more. All right, Mook time again. This time, they are going to try to get at Ray. So when they're riding, they have to use the lower of their riding or fighting skills. Oof. Oh, buddy. That is a 10 to hit.
Ray.
Yeah, it's a 10
Oh
to hit
no, our
Ray.
boy. He's gonna beef it.
His toughness...
Hey, he did have that
Riot shield.
Ooh, that's true.
and he was shooting ahead of us because we were driving south, so that would cover his backside.
I'll let that stand. Let's see here. So I'll tell you that what this guy is swinging is called I think they called it a boomstick or something. It's one of these stupid...
Oh, yeah. It's a shotgun. It's used for breaching doors mostly, from what I understand.
Interesting.
But it's a stick with a shotgun shell in it, so when you slam it into something, it fires the shotgun shell at point blank.
What the fuck?
It's called a bang stick, yes.
Oh my god.
Shotgun shell on a stick used in melee must be reloaded with a fresh shell, which takes an action. So he blew up a 6 into a 4, which got him 10. Ray's parry is a 6, but he also has this shield on his back. Let me pull it up real quick.
So a modern riot shield would give you -4 to cover, +3 to parry.
Okay, so it would be 9, which I will apply here. So it'll be a success, but not with a raise.
Whew.
But it deals 3d6 damage because it's literally a shotgun shell.
Oh my god.
At the end of a stick.
Ooh, blew up a 6 into a 4, 10. So he's going to take 15 damage here.
Oh no.
Let's see, Ray. And his toughness with armor is an 8. So that is going to be a success with a raise, which will deal him 1 wound. But we know that he can take 1 wound and still be up.
Oh my god.
So yeah, we see one of these guys, nickering at his steed to go forward, and he swings this almost polo-like stick, and it smashes into the riot shield on his back. Actually, let me check one other thing, because if you're attacking through something, usually they didn't target it though, so that's fine. So he'll still take the win. They bring it in a whirling overhead swing that smashes into Ray's back. There is another loud explosive bang, and Ray slumps forward on the gun with a grunt of pain, but stays on his feet. The other one, I think, is going to use sound again on Set.
Okay, modern shields are hardness 12 and also provide +2 armor.
Okay. So he would so his toughness would be 10, but it's still a success with a raise, so he'll still take the 1 wound. Alright, so the other one rolled a 6 for their test against you using sound. That's resisted by your smarts.
And I roll smarts again. Luckily, I bumped my smarts
Nice.
to a D8. That's a 5 on the D8, but the wild die blows up.
Yeah.
Yes! To an 11 total.
Okay, yeah, so even if you're still distracted, that's enough that nothing happens. So you hear more of these sound waves. I think maybe just with everything else happening, it just doesn't phase you the way it did the first time.
Yeah.
And then the third mook, I think he is going to round up the other mount to make sure that it doesn't run off. So he rides around to make sure that his boss's steed is still available for extraction if necessary. And that's their turn. And then we get to Set and Ray.
Oh man, Ray is messed up. But he's still up.
He is, for now.
Okay, so is the frog guy on the driver's side or the passenger side of my vehicle?
Driver's side. He's like hanging off that side, yeah.
Driver's side, and is he like on my door?
He's sort of in the middle, so he's like
Okay.
close to being in the very middle. He was trying to land behind you so he would still have footing.
Okay, so what I was hoping for was that he would be at my door, and I wanted to use the push maneuver to try just door check him to try and knock him off.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Okay, so maybe he landed a little further ahead of what he was, and he's on my door.
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
Okay, cool.
So push is still, it's an attack against his parry, is that right?
Yeah. Okay, push, attacker and defender make opposed strength rolls, +2 if the attacker moved more than 2 inches on the board, which I'm not. Defender is knocked back 1 inch, 2 inches with the raise. Pushed victims make athletics test at a -2 if pushed with a raise, or be knocked prone. Both add their shield's parry bonus.
He does not have a shield. He is not larger than you.
So it's opposed strength rolls.
He is going to resist. Yeah, he's going to resist with his strength. He's pretty strong. Let's see. Do you want me to roll his first?
Well, I need to roll to make sure I beat at least. Yeah, I need to beat 4 at least in order to pull it off, from what I understand. That 6 blows up into a 9 total. And if my door counts as a shield...
He also got a 9. You know what? For purposes of this, I'd say a door does count as a shield, as like an environmental object that is a barrier that you can use to broadly push against him. So I'm definitely cool counting that.
Or, that could just be the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I think, let's see here. So push, you are successful, so he pushes the foe back up to 1. I will spend 1 Benny to see if he can latch on
definitely.
Here.
I don't want to, we're about to drop him in the dirt, so.
Blew up a 6 into a 2, 8. So it's 1 less than he got before. So yeah, I'm fine with that. Let it go.
Pushed victims make athletics test or be knocked prone. I pushed him 1 foot back while he's hanging onto the side of the door. So it's your call there.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have him make the athletics because I think that's interesting. He got a 3 and a 5, but he is distracted. So he gets a -2 to that. So he will fall prone.
I still at a -2?
Yeah, but he's also got a -2 that I forgot to put in, so it'll cool. Factor out to the same thing. Yeah. Keep it whatever it was. All right, so he's gonna fall prone and get knocked off of this. You guys are moving, but you're not at like super high speed. But he should definitely take something from being knocked off. I don't think there's anything for falling from a vehicle, but I'll probably just treat it as falling damage. Falling damage is 1d6 plus 1 per 10 feet. I'm going to say this is the equivalent of 20 feet because of how fast you're going. So if you'd like to roll 2d6 plus 2 damage, he will incur that now.
9 total.
So he's got a d8 vigor, which means his base toughness is a 6, and I think he's got +1 armor, so that is going to be enough to shake him.
Hey man, that's pretty good for falling off of a moving vehicle.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's super flavorful and thematic, so I love that. That's great.
I like to just door checking him real quick.
Yeah, so let me tell me what this looks like.
He jumped off, stumbled, and he's like tongue slashed out, and like he's grabbing onto the top of the roll cage either side, and like I can see his face almost like smearing across the windshield right in front of me. My brow ridge rises up, and like we catch eyes for a moment, and I just right hand on the wheel and just grab the door latch and just throw my whole shoulder into it as hard as I can, and maybe push against the other seat with my tail, ramp into it. His eyes like lock, and you can see the strain on his knuckles and on his tongue, and then they just give, and he just falls back, lets go, and then he disappears into the dust, and you hear a hard thump, but you don't see what resolves from that.
Yeah, I think that's the predominant whump of him billowing into the dust as he rolls to a stop, and you just hear him go, "Hua!" And that is the end of the round, but Ray still needs to go. So it is Ray's turn.
So he took a wound, and it was from behind, right?
Yes.
So I would want Ray to swivel around and just maybe fire on the guy that just shot him in the back, or hit him in the back with this thing. Just gives him the full barrel, just full rate of fire for the firearm.
Gotcha. So first he does need to unshake because he took a wound.
Oh yeah, he took a shake.
So his spirit is a d6.
D6.
D6 -1.
He rolled a 4.
Well, he does have the -1 as a wound
-1
penalty,
yep.
So he is not going to be able to unshake with that.
Okay. Did he pick up a Benny for that Joker that got pulled?
You know what? He's an extra, so normally no, but I think that makes thematic sense here, so I'm cool with you using that Benny to make him act.
Yeah, just unshake. I'm not doing anything like soaking or anything like that. Just unshake for this one moment so he can take a fire shot before he gets downed.
Absolutely. That sounds great. All right, so this gun emplacement, it's a 2d8 machine gun. It can have up to rate of fire 3.
Mm-hmm.
It has 2 armor piercing. Ray's shooting is probably just a D6.
He's got
He's
got
normally
a D6, and then he's got a -2 total because he's wounded. It's stabilized, so the unstable platform would only be at a -1.
Yes, that sounds right. But he's not going to have any range penalties or vision penalties because of the dark sight. So this is going to be against a flat 4. He can shoot 3 different shots. You don't have to determine who they hit yet. You can roll first and then say who you want them to hit.
Okay, so I'm going to roll 3 dice.
Do it.
Okay, I got a 4 on 1 dice. The other 2 blow up.
Yes. So 4 is not going to hit because that's at a -2.
Yeah, and then 6 plus 4 minus 2 is an 8 total.
That's a raise.
And the other one is a 7 total.
Okay, and that's a hit, no raise. So is he attacking the person? Is he attacking the mount?
Maybe he strifes it up because, he's shot, and so he goes... So the first one hits the mount, and the second one hits the rider.
Gotcha. I looked up the section on mounted combat in preparation for this. Characters who are fighting from horseback use the lowest of their fighting or riding or shooting or whatever. If a character is shaken, stunned, or wounded while mounted, they have to make a riding roll or fall, and if they fall, they take damage if they're running. If you miss with a ranged attack, it counts as the innocent bystander rules. So if a shot intended to hit a rider is a 1, it hits the mount instead. And then if the mount is wounded or shaken, it rears or bucks and makes them have to make a riding roll.
Okay.
So it sounded like we didn't get any 1s. You got a hit with a raise and then just a normal hit. If he was aiming to hit the rider, then he can hit the rider and not the mount.
Okay, let's just, hit the rider because he was the one that shot him, shot him, or club shot him in the back, so
2d8 plus 6 for the hit with a raise, and then 2d8 for the second one.
Okay, 2d8 and a d6. D8 blows up. So we got 8 on a d8 and the d4, and then the second d8 blows up to a 8 plus. Okay, 10, 22.
Oh yeah, he's dead. That guy's very dead.
So the first shot just obliterates that guy. Was there another person behind me then? I don't know. Maybe he does a sweep shot and hits one guy and then hits the other.
Yeah, so there are 2 mooks that are right behind Ray. There is a third one that is off to the left side where the leader had just fallen because he was trying to collect them out for him.
Yeah.
So yes.
He probably just fires at the other one. I'll just roll the 2d8.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And that's a 10 total.
A 10 total. Okay, they have a d6 vigor, so that is going to be, and they have +1 armor, so 7 overall. So that's going to shake him, but not finish him off.
The gun has a AP1.
Oh, it does have AP1. So it'll be against a 6, which is a hit with a raise, which is just enough to finish him off.
Perfect.
Nice. Okay. So we just get a shot of Ray slumping forward after the bang stick hits him in the back, and he just stumbles forward and uses the full weight of his body to wrench the gun around and just engages the trigger as it turns to shoot this guy point blank, riddles him, blasts him with holes, and shoots him off of the mount entirely as a bloody mess disappears into the fog behind you as the mount starts to careen off to one side. The swivel just keeps going as he holds the trigger down and yells his frustration and smashes the second guy off the mount as well. So both of those forms disappear into the mist behind you. That is the end of that round. Wow, you guys are doing pretty well. Oh, and I need to shuffle because we drew both jokers.
That's also really... I love how much these little idiosyncrasies, 3 crit fails in a row, 2 jokers in 1 draw. This is a statistical anomaly of a game. It's really fun.
I love, I don't know, those are my favorite things about tabletop RPGs is when you have those moments where the improbabilities happen a bunch of times in a row and create really interesting situations. I love the swingy nature of Savage Worlds because you can have those really big and really low moments and stack up and not have them completely upend the encounter out of hand, because you never know when somebody's going to draw a joker or blow up a bunch of times. So we are on to the next round. Set, 9 of clubs. Sia, 6 of clubs.
Okay.
Garaji, 4 of spades. Goon, 7 of hearts. And their leader, Chikaro, 9 of diamonds. 9 of diamonds goes before 9 of clubs because alphabetical order.
Flip.
So he has just tumbled in the dirt. He was shaken. I'm going to roll to see if he can unshake. I got a 2 and a 3, so I will spend a Benny so that he can act. He doesn't have his mount, although one of his goons has just rounded up the mount, which is presumably still in the same area. He got knocked prone, so he has to spend half of his movement getting up. I know that's how it works in D&D, so I'm just going to use that here to not slow things down. I think with his half movement and his double leaping distance, he will be able to get back to his mount and climb up as his movement. Oh, man. But he is not close enough to attack you in any way. Let's see here. He is going to attempt to test Set with Intimidate, and he is going to say,
Oh, you've got some fire to you. You're making a big mistake here.
as he rounds it up, he will roll. Oh god, he got a 1 and a 2. I don't want to spend his bennies on that, so I'm going to let that stand, and it just fails automatically. And that is his turn. Set, you are up next, and then Ray can act whenever, because he's on the same card as you.
I keep thinking you're saying Raya, and I'm like, it's not Ripper's time.
So here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
This is a club. I'm operating a vehicle.
It's not a chase, though. And
It is a chase.
It's a chase. A chase is operating it.
I'm Chase. Chase is always here. Always.
If you would like to incur a complication there, I will give you a Benny for doing so. But otherwise, you're not required to.
For a Benny, I'll do it.
Okay, take a Benny. Would you do it for a Benny snap?
Whoa.
Yes.
Ruh-roh.
Every time.
Ruh-roh, Ray. All right, so you make your maneuver.
A character may fall prone as a free action during their turn. She may crawl while prone. Standing is a free action, but reduces your pace by 2.
So he would have had 1 more pace than I thought, which is still fine. Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah. I get
me too.
curious
I'm prone
Okay,
to look
so-
everything up at the table. So like when we're recording, there will be sometimes 5 to 15 minutes as I look up rules and talk
Not
through.
that
I
long.
don't know. As I talk through rules at you, and you're just waiting for me to make a decision, and you're just like, "Yep, you're a very good sport about it." By
Okay,
the way.
so
Well, I'm just waiting for you to go through
do you
it.
want me to? So I have my action deck here, and since we haven't done a card, do you want me to draw a card, and the top
Yeah.
card will be the suit?
Definitely, that's perfect.
Okay. Got a 10 of diamonds.
So you get no mod.
Character or vehicle is bumped,
Bumped, yeah.
and mod is -2.
Why do you have a -2?
Because it says chase complications, diamonds -2.
That's not what mine says. Do I have a different one than you?
Oh.
Let me see here. Mine says there's no mod for diamonds.
Well, I will always default
Let
on
me
DM's
let me
discretion.
pull up. So I'm looking at my mat, which was a printout. So maybe that's an old version. 113. Oh, it does say -2 on here. Okay. All right. Well, let's stick with that since we
Haha, take that, Chase.
What'd they split? So they flopped diamonds and spades. It looks like. Interesting.
I wonder why.
I don't know, the things are a little different too. Like spades is, if you fail, you treat it as a critical hit or a critical fail. It looks like the
Maybe because they didn't want a dogpile on the critical
it
fail.
looks like the one that's currently in the book is way more balanced because the one that I'm looking at, clubs, has a -4 mod, and if you fail, it's treated as a crit fail.
Oh, is that the one we just used for the chase? Whoops.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll have to update the values, which I can actually do right now because I can just pull this thing out.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Holy dang.
Holy dang, indeed. Spades. It only applies to chases, and it's you either move forward or back a card, depending on what's advantageous or disadvantageous, so it would be movement-based, which doesn't really matter too much here.
And yeah, nothing's rammed into me even. It doesn't make much sense.
Yeah.
So, a -2 though. That sounds fair. -2 for a Benny. -2 for a Benny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so he is up out of the dirt, and he is pulling himself back up onto his mount, and there is one of his associates who also is still mounted. The other two have been gunned down, and their Sarachoris are running off, probably towards the trees.
Mm-hmm.
So you currently have 2 combatants facing you.
I'm going to see if there's something in the chase maneuver, because I'm operating my vehicle. I imagine I can use actions from the chase, right?
Yeah, I don't
Makes
see why
sense.
not. Yeah. Like if you're gonna try to ram him or something with your vehicle, that would be a ram attack, but
Against a person who has that is not another vehicle, it would just be like pure damage. I'm gonna run him over. That's what that would be.
Right. So if you're gonna try to run into his creature, it's a large animal. Like I was using the bull stat block for it from the book, so it's like size 3. It's pretty substantial. You would definitely.
No, but what if I try and hit him
with your vehicle?
Because he stood up. Did he get to on top of his?
Yeah,
bull
he is on his mount back, so he had enough to stand
he's back
up.
on his mount. Okay.
Specifically because his other minions spent his turn rounding up the mount.
Okay.
So he's on his mount right now. But they're like not really moving at speed. So like if you rammed him, you would be going at a higher speed.
I don't want to ram him though. That's risky, especially when I have magical powers that let me shoot clots of dirt at people.
That's fair.
Or something to that degree. I'll go with damage field. I'm going to cast that, and I'm going to add some modifiers to it. Yeah, I'll do selective. Could I add shroud to it to give me a further -1 point of illumination penalty?
The illumination penalties don't stack, so it would give you
Okay.
whichever one is highest.
Okay, just double checking on that one.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, you know what? I would let that stack because you have the capability to make your darkness, a 6-point penalty instead of a 4. So if you're exerting effort and trying to make that more, then I'd let that stand. Especially considering it's, like a whirlwind around you, which is where your darkness also is. So that makes thematic sense to me.
I'm just looking at the power modifiers and seeing if there's something that's like juicy in there. I was looking at fatigue. I was like, oh man, if it injured them and fatigued them, that's pretty good, but that would make it
pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna do damage field. I'm gonna add fatigue and selective to it.
Okay, sounds good.
So that is 7 points total. The D8 blows up. So that is. I rolled 13.
That is a success with a raise.
Yeah. So what is there a raise effect?
I don't think there is. Yeah. They probably correctly made it so the damage does not increase with a raise because of the nature of the damage field power.
Yeah. So is there a raise effect on the any of the things I did?
It does mechanically. No, it doesn't look like it does anything.
It is good, but that's so I am successful. There is now a damage field around me that lasts for 5 rounds. Oh man, I wish I made it powerful too, but I didn't. So that's 7 power points. And I had 11, so now I'm down to 4 power points left. Yeah, so there's a damage field. Doesn't affect Ray. Anything that comes near me. Yeah, I continue driving forward with my pace.
Okay. What would you like Ray to do?
Shoot at them.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Same thing. He can go up to rate of fire 3. He's got a D6 shooting, and he'll be at a -2.
do all 3.
And you can determine targets after you make the rolls.
Yeah. One rolls a 3, so that's a miss. Blew up the other 2 dice.
Wow.
So one's a 7 -2, which comes out to a 5. The other one blew up again, so that one comes out to a 17. So one hits with a 7, one hits with a 17.
Okay, so 7 is a hit, no raise. 17 is definitely a raise. Who would you like to direct those attacks to?
The moot gets the 7, and the wild card gets the 17.
Sounds good. Which one do you want to roll first?
I'll roll the mook first.
So because that has armor piercing, it's 2d8 damage. His toughness is a 6. So if you get a 10 or more, he's dead.
Okay. I got a 10.
He's dead.
Okay, and now the one with the extra damage from the raise.
Yeah, wow.
That's an 11.
11 damage. Okay. So he's against 6, so that will deal a wound to him. I have 2 bennies for him. I am going to have him try to soak that once.
Oh, yeah.
Because he wants to square off. All of his people are getting gunned down here, so... And he rolled a 4, so he will soak the 1 wound from Ray. I have 1 benny left now. Is there anything else you want to throw on your turn there?
Ray's can't move. I'm driving forward, still towards the wall. I think that's fair.
Alrighty, so all the mooks that are currently on the field are gone, so I will remove them from the initiative order. Next up is Sia.
Oh boy. Is there anybody close enough that I can vault myself onto?
The main guy is the only one who's actually left now.
Damn.
So we get another shot of Ray I think it's that same swivel. He's just killed those 2. He's just like running, pushing the turret with his shoulder as he wrenches it around, aiming at your foes, holding the trigger down, and just yelling his defiance into the clearing. The bullets smash into one of the other bandits, who tumbles out of his saddle. His mount runs off and begins climbing up the sheer cliff wall, and then he trains it on Shikaro, who I think throws up the Ray cloak to just try to shield him a little bit more, and the bullets fly wide around him just barely.
I just had a cinematic scene pop into my head of maybe like we look back and through the shroud, like we hear, but we can hear the hoof beats of it running up, and then we hear like it cry out as like something clearly devours it in the distance. Like just like that, like the cry of whatever creature is in that cliff face like there's just this blood curdling scream and a trumpeting.
Oh God.
As whatever's in that wall behind us is made known to us.
I thought at
Fucking
first
horrifying.
I thought at first you were saying it went up and was devoured by Claxby, which I was also on board with. But yeah, that's really cool foreshadowing. Yeah, so you just hear the bleeding trumpeting horn, and it's got a very high note as it keens to a halt, and is heard no more.
Oh God.
So yes, Sia, on your turn, you hit the ground last time, so you are on the ground level. You can reach him with 1 movement if you're using your Yara bonus to run.
Yeah, I want to do my free run,
Roll. Get, it's...
I haven't looked yet. It's a 3.
Yeah, it's okay. You're fine.
Okay, so I want her to... Okay, so what she's gonna do is... This guy's under a cloak now, right?
Imagine it like...
but his Saracor is still rumbling around, right?
Yeah, so he's basically like wearing a serape. Like it's a cloak over him that covers him and creates the camouflage. But he is on the Saracors. They are just about like starting motion, so they're really not moving yet.
Okay. Sia is going to, using her back legs, like sprint over and just attach herself to the side of this animal with her 2, stabby legs. And she is going to wild attack twice and try to just down this guy.
Okay. Let's see, his parry is a 6.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's a 7.
It's a 7? Okay, so I'm doing my fighting D8 plus 3.
Dang. Are you attacking him once, or did you say you were doing it twice?
Twice.
Okay, so
plus 1 then.
Then you're multi-actioning, so yeah, it'll be plus 1.
But wild attacking. So that negates.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you got?
I have a 6.
It's not enough.
So but I have a Benny.
Okay.
Okay, what I'm gonna do. First attack. Bad. Second attack. Maybe very good.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna spend my Benny. Oh God, I rolled it into everything. I think it was this one.
You could just roll it again if you want.
That seems like a lot. My brain's telling me it's math.
What did you roll?
17.
That is a hit with a raise.
Nice. So that's
strength plus your d6 plus a d6 for the raise damage.
Okay, so this is right now I'm at a 13, but I blew up my 8.
Oh God. Okay.
I blew up my 8.
Oh my God.
So that's what, 21? into a 7.
So 28 is what you're rolling for damage.
Yeah.
His toughness is a 7 with his armor piercing, so 11 is 1, 15 is 2, 19 is 3, 23 is 4, 27 is 5. So you're dealing 5 wounds to him. I mean, I guess I'll use my last Benny to try to soak. I guess. You got a 5, which is a success, which means he's still taking 4 wounds here.
Oh my god.
So that's gonna one-shot him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me see here. Let me make an immediate thing. Man, you know what? I thought this encounter was going to be challenging.
I mean, it was very...
I guess it was.
It was.
You've rolled very well.
Yeah, the dice agreed with us, and yeah, I was nervous.
Well, as long as it feels dire in the moment, that's
Yeah.
all I care about. But
It does, and we still have a cliff with a giant creature.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I like the foreshadowing
Yeah.
that we added.
yours was, that was very good. You actually get a Benny for that, and if
Yeah.
we don't use it here, you can roll it over to next session because that was a great addition.
I'll start
this
next
makes
session.
most sense
with it.
here. Okay, let's see. Just to make an immediate vigor roll. Who do you guys want to make his immediate vigor roll for him? Let's have Chase make it.
Okay.
Chase, he has a D8 vigor, so roll a D8 and a D6 for his wild die. And let me know what you get.
One's a 7, and the other one blows up to an 11.
Okay, so he got a raise, which means he is stable. You get to roll on the injury table, and it goes away within 24 hours or when all wounds are healed. So I guess even if it was 11 minus 3, it's still a raise, so it's fine. Would you like to roll me 2d6? This does not explode.
That's a 6 total. It's his guts, I think.
It's his guts, you got it. And one more d6.
5. Busted.
Busted.
Guts are
Strength
busted.
Reduced to die type.
Strength is busted. My bad. It's always guts in Neon Heat.
It is.
Guts
It's
are
like my-
always busted.
Oh, it's a real gut buster.
My
Well,
guts.
Okay, Sia, tell me what this looks like. He is going to go unconscious and not instantly die, although you guys in character won't know that immediately.
Right. So she, from the cliffside, the base of it, she digs in and sprints over to this rampaging, beautiful animal and just digs her legs into the side of it for, traction. She doesn't have a great idea of where most of his physicality is because he's shaped weird and she didn't see him properly before. So her first punch absolutely whiffs. Like she was aiming for where an arm should have been, but it's just not. And in frustration, she just swipes with her other fist. And I think it might have just her claw, like her shard gauntlet, catches his neck.
Ooh.
Spurts probably on her.
So we see Chikaro turning around as he hears you approaching, and you see him reaching for his greatsword made from the propellers of the helicopter, and he's moving to swing it at you as his face pinches in a snarl, as much as a snarl can happen on a frog face. And that's when you tear your hand across his throat, and it spurts.
His big billowy frog throat.
Yeah. Maybe it starts to bulge up a little bit, but you cut it open like a balloon, and it just makes like a...
Oof.
And then his eyes widen even farther, if possible.
And she goes,
He tumbles off of the back and collapses again in the dirt, the second time in as many minutes. So as the dust begins to settle, Ray is gritting his teeth, eyes pinched in pain as he realizes the fight is over and leans heavily against the turret, clutching at his chest. I feel like the shotgun blast blasted through his back and came out the front, so he's just clutching at his guts.
Can I roll one healing roll?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh. Yeah, 6 blows up to a 10 total.
Yeah, you heal his one wound and he will be back in action.
Maybe there's like a sponge injector they have like for bullet wounds where it just like put it in there and it just like clots up and expands and it just like he's holding it and it's like maybe laced with painkillers, topical.
maybe the last shot we get is Sia unentangling herself from the animal and using her legs to jump back and just kind of staring at her now extremely bloody hands. Hi, everybody. Thank you for listening to this episode of Silica Valley with us. Set, as you know, is played by Chase Absher, and we just love him to bits. Our music is by Crockett, Waveshaper, and Marcus D. Crockett you can find at crockett.bandcamp.com and at Crockett80s on most socials. Waveshaper at waveshaper.bandcamp.com and at waveshaper_SWE on most socials. Marcus D is at Marcus D on Twitter and at marcusd.bandcamp.com. And I have a couple patrons to thank. Thank you so much to Chase, Valentine, Shakes, Nakota, Jackie, Jade, and Paxton. And also a big thank you to Caleb Sunstead, Zach, Ben Hatton, Gerald, Andrea, Davriel, Ellis, Zane, Nathan, Ramalak, Lexington 296, Calder, T-Pay, and Ayana. Thank you all so much. Every bit of support and feedback you give us makes it so much easier to get every new episode right to you. Thank you, especially as we are in this time of realignment. It means the world. If you would like to number among these patrons and many others, you can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/RPG for you and me. Find us at RPG for you and me on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And I'd like to introduce our new social media manager, Mads. Follow them on Blue Sky at the link in the description. Also in the links, our show Discord. It's free to join, so come on, hang out. See you next time.